Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We are going to be talking about products that I regret purchasing because I once again took a dive into the bad bin, which I need to do like an overview of the bad bin. I kind of feel like I just want to dump everything out and show you that literally there are probably like 100 products, no exaggeration, that over the past year or so have not worked out for me for one reason or another, but I have 10 of them in front of me that are more recent that I am just saying, pass, I don't like you, let's break up, moving on. So we will start with our brows because, you know, your brow game is really important. I already know that I love my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I love my Boy Brow from Glossier. I'm always game to try new things, and this first item called out to me because it literally has the name Magic in the title of what it is, and this is from Lord & Berry. This is the Magic Brow, and that word just calls out to me. It tells me you need this in your life. Magic makeup. I don't know, I was like very intrigued. It's a brow pencil, but it has this weird taupey shade on one side and then like a stark white on the other. Now, I gave it a good go several times until I realized one day when I like flipped down the car mirror, which is like the total truth teller. If you want to know if your makeup's looking good or bad, look in the mirror in the car. It does not lie. So I flipped down the car mirror and I was like, wow, I literally gave myself like gray hairs in my brow. Why? I'm not sure. That's not a cute look. So blending these two together is a bit of a tricky issue, and for me, this is just a pass. The other brow item that I recently tried out, and I got this in a Sephora favorites kit that came with a ton of different brow items. I think I hauled that a couple months ago, but I put this one to the test. The spoolie on one end is really nice. It's a twist up type brow item. It's a lot thicker than the Brow Wiz. The weird thing about this, it's super glossy, and it literally is called the Smashbox Brow Tech Gloss Stick. If you want really shiny eyebrows, you might really enjoy this, but for me, I just thought it looked kind of strange, and no. I prefer more of a natural, fluffy, matte kind of a look in my eyebrows, so we're parting ways. I'm not a fan. Yesterday I tried this out. Now I know that is like quick judgment, right? But when it comes to mascara, I feel like I know immediately. I know immediately if we're gonna work out. I know immediately if I wanna try it again. And this one, thank God, is a sample because I think the full tube is like $60. It's another very ridiculously expensive item. I did a WTF first impressions on. I will link that below if you're interested in super expensive powders and my experience with them. I did get some samples from the counter and I got hooked up with this Clé de Peau mascara, Perfect Lash Mascara. This is just a black mascara. This stuff makes your lashes stick together like little tarantula legs. I feel like if you could get it to fan out perfectly, you might really love it. But if I'm thinking 50, 60 bucks and I like some from the drugstore better, then I'm gonna go in that direction. The other thing was, oh my goodness, I could not get this off. I literally saturated 2 cotton pads with oil and was just like, please release me from your mascara. It would not come off, and I just, no. Still love my Chantecaille mascara though. I am wearing that on the lower lash line today, and I love it. Okay, I would say maybe a month ago, I was shopping in Ulta, and I always go and look at the Calvin Klein CK1 makeup collection, and I kind of think to myself, why is no one reviewing this? Like, why do people not talk about this enough? It kind of feels like it never gets any love. So I picked up a few items, and unfortunately, they did not work out for me. This palette, it's beautiful. The colors are really gorgeous, but it does not wear throughout the day very well. Even with a primer, you get some creasing, and the formulation is just so soft, which is nice, but you really have to kind of layer it up in a weird way. There's just something about the texture that I didn't really like. And if I have to compare, you know, even the color scheme right here, this is the Nordstrom exclusive MAC palette. You get pretty much the same kind of color palette, but MAC shadows definitely wear a lot better, blend better, and this just did not really do it for me. Everything has a sheen to it, so I feel like you can't do a complete look with this palette, and it was not cheap. There are 2 shades in here that I do really like, this kind of purpley and then this darker blue. So I think I'm gonna keep it, but if I could go in my little time machine and not have purchased this item, I would not have purchased it. And then the other item that is kind of frustrating, because I think this happens a lot. This is a beautiful eyeliner. This is from CK1 as well. This is called the CK1 Liquid Eyeliner Marker. This is number 800, the Drama. It's in black. This does come in other shades as well. In fact, I have other shades, and I regret those too. Here's the issue. You put this on like 3-4 times and you're like, whoa, best eyeliner day of my life. Look, everyone, look at how good my eyeliner is. But then it dries out really quickly. And for something that is more than a couple bucks that you get at the drugstore that you could just go and repurchase and not make a big fuss over, this is just, it's too expensive to keep repurchasing when it dries out. So you do end up kind of struggling to get it on and getting the ink down in this tip, and I'm just not a fan. I have better. This I picked up when I was in Connecticut visiting my sister, and we went to Sephora. This is the Stila Lush Lips Water Plumping Primer. I really love their watercolor blushes. They are beautiful. I did an entire hot or not on them, swatched them. They are gorgeous. They're better for summertime, spring, summer. But I was so impressed with those that I saw this and I was like, a water primer, like that could be kind of cool and really hydrate your lips. Then you put lipstick on top of it and your lips are really plumped and hydrated. This is just very gloppy, and you almost have to really wipe it off before you go into your lipstick. If you put this on, it's not going to totally sink into the lips, and it does alter the color of your lips as well. It's very pale. So for me, I just don't really recommend this one. Now, this is an item that I really gave not just like a couple of times I used it. I used this a lot. And it took me a while to figure out, like, why is my face looking so chalky? Like, what is going on? This is from Tarte. This is the Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Pressed Finishing Powder. It's translucent, but really it goes on quite white. Like, it's like you're putting baby powder on your face. The texture on this, I'm not really a fan of. I'm gonna put this close up to my mic so you can hear. It just has this kind of like scratchy thing about it. And the powder is really quite chunky. Urban Decay makes one that's very similar. It's the D-Slick powder, and it's white like this, but translucent, and it's much softer, and it doesn't leave so much product on the face. So this one is a pass. You guys know I am picky as can be when it comes to liner, and I have to say I am always looking for something to outdo this L'Oreal lacquer liner in black, but nothing ever gets the job done. I'll keep trying, but I just never find anything that is quite as good. This is from Kiko. This is the Lasting Gel Eyeliner, and this is in black. You can see it's very shiny and it looks really pigmented, and it is. And it does dry down pretty matte, but the problem I have is this literally transfers so intensely up in your crease. If you have hooded eyes whatsoever, this is going to get everywhere, and I always set my eyeliner with a little bit of black eyeshadow just to kind of lock everything in, which is a nice trick whether you are using, you know, highlight, blush, whatever. If you top a cream with a powder, it's gonna lock things in. Kind of the same way you powder your face after foundation. So if you do that with your liners, that's a great technique, but sometimes it doesn't work. And this one just moved around too much for me to even fuss with it again. I'm like, nope. Sticking with my L'Oreal. This guy right here I picked up during a Madness Monday. This is the Translucent Age Fighting Foundation for all skin types. It's a smart foundation. It's supposed to adjust to your skin, and it does not. It says that you can use this morning and night, so it is a skincare treatment as well. It's just kind of a weird product. It is really orange and pink, and it really changes the color of your skin. So I don't know, I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. It didn't feel very nice on the skin. It balls up quite a bit. So this was probably, like, out of everything that I have in front of me, this is like the biggest, like, what on earth? You can find this at CVS. They have this whole new line. Their micellar water, their cleansing water is pretty good. I've tried that, but this was just like, what on earth is this? No. And I also have something for the body that I am just not a big fan of. This is from Wish. This is a CC body cream. You can see there's a ton of product in here. I got this over the summer and I kind of held on to it like, am I gonna use it? Will I change my mind? And every time I used it, I was just like, ooh, my skin is so shimmery. Like, what is going on? This is a CC cream that literally you pump it out and it just looks like a white lotion, and then you rub it in, and it is like golden goldenness. And it doesn't, do you see how it's kind of bunching up a little bit? It doesn't completely rub in the greatest, and it's just really shimmery. And for me, I like something a little more luminous, a little more glowy. That's why I prefer using body oils or something that just has a sheen to it. When you can actually see little particles of glitter on the body, I just don't like that. So that was my issue with this. It is very moisturizing. Wish products are great. I use their shave cream. I've used their body lotions, and it is a really nice line, but this one just did not, it just didn't work out for me. It's too shimmery. So yes. Again, if you guys use some of these items and you love them, keep doing what you want to do, because makeup and beauty products, they are so personal and we all have different needs and wants out of them. If you guys want to see more items pulled out of the bad bin, then give this video a thumbs up, leave me some comments, let me know how you're doing. I am loving hearing from you guys recently. There's been like this shift, and I'm just so blown away by your kindness, like not even in the comments here on YouTube, but on Snapchat especially. I kid you not, I lay in bed and I like almost burst into tears at night because you guys leave me the nicest messages, and I have been going through kind of like a roller coaster thing right now, and when I read a message, it just makes me feel so good and makes me feel really motivated to wake up and keep making these videos for you guys. So I just want to say thank you for all the, you know, really positive feedback recently, and I love you guys. I hope you're having a good one, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.